Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction to another SunnyV2 video, and this is the worst van life families on TikTok. Now, before we get started, I would like to bring up the fact that the whole Chris Tyson situation is happening right now. The Ava, Chris, whatever the hell her name is. I barely know who the person is. I watch Mr. Beast videos, and most of the time they come and go, yeah, and stuff. That's about it. That's the extent of that character, that person's character in those videos. So I barely know who Chris Tyson is, Ava Chris Tyson, whatever. But I did watch that video from SunnyV2 a year ago that got crapped on. I mean, I watched it. I don't even remember what I said. I don't think I crapped on SunnyV2 though. I was just like, oh, well, we'll see. I think was more my, because I didn't really know. I just watched it. I was like, all right, whatever. Because that was back when I was watching pretty much any SunnyV2 video. I don't remember what my opinion of it was. I did think it was a little weird. It was like, whatever, but I guess it was just like really focused on, the whole transition thing. But I guess SunnyV2 was right to at least question like how it's gonna affect Mr. Beast's reputation. Not the transition one, just the person themselves. Because damn, so SunnyV2 looked into his crystal ball, and I guess now people are just like, wait, actually, hold on, I didn't even look. What are the comments? Wait, hold on. 5% about the video. Give this man a follow. Yep. They hate me because I said the truth. There you go. They call me a madman on moment. Saw the future. Yep. Hell, back in my day being home. Oh, okay, well, showing. Okay. All right. So some of the comments were that. Probably 5% like that one comment said. Anyway, so let's watch this. This also sounds like it's probably going to piss me off. I do watch like a couple of YouTubers that talk about like their trucks and vans, but they don't live with a family though. So like I actually enjoy some of those channels where they're like, oh, I pretty much live in my truck or my van or whatever, and they show like the life and how they cook and whatever, do whatever. That's interesting. Also, we had like, what was it called? Nomadland? Was that the movie that came out? Still never saw that, but that was pretty much what that was. But this is a family thing, so this is kind of weird. And also, like, you have your whole family in a van. I don't know. 10 kids, one van. All right. Let's check this video out. Link in the description. 3, 2, 1, play.
Kids sleeping on the floor, pets held in tiny cages, and this entire bathroom for a family of 5. Add some teenagers who can't fit, children calling their beds coffins, and you're still just scratching the surface of the.
And this is a choice. It's not forced upon them, right? They're just like, we want to be in a van. Not even an RV. I was about to say an RV. An RV would be a little bit better, maybe.
Worst van life TikTokers. Take, for example,
some of those look like RVs, though. I don't know.
And Bethune. They gained 11.4 million views.
Like that's an RV, right? That can't be a van.
By showing how terribly unspacious their kids' beds were.
What the fuck?
This should be illegal.
That sucks, yeah.
Those kids are gonna suffer in that space, man.
Yeah, that's shitty.
To make matters worse, the beds had rock climbing holds instead of a ladder.
The fuck? I didn't even realize that.
Daughter almost fell from whilst trying to show they were easy to use.
So Molly's going to demonstrate getting in the bucket and show you just how easy it is.
How will they get down in the middle of the night when it's dark and they want to use the restroom urgently? What if they fall and hit their head?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was always my fear with bunk beds, which I had a bunk bed growing up, and I would never sleep on the top one because I'm like, especially I had a table right there, pretty much where you put your head. Like the bunk bed would be here, and then you would lay down this way, so your head would be like right there, and then right below that was a table. So I always had the dream I'd not a dream, but I always had like the thought in my head that I would fall and hit my head right on that table. So I'm like, nah, fuck that. That would be for anybody else. Nobody ever fell.
These so-called bunk beds were actually just shelves, yet the
they're just shelves.
family still defended them as being spacious.
Spacious.
At the same time, get this, the parents have a king-size bed.
Well, that one shot made it look a little bit more spacious.
The reason why we put a
it's still not spacious. No, it looked bigger from that one side. That doesn't mean anything.
Size bed
still
in
too
our
small.
bus is because it's our lounging area.
As well as
Oh, let me guess. You get to sleep in the big ass bed, and the fucking kids sleep in shelves.
a massive desk for editing TikToks, forcing the kids to do their schoolwork on a tiny kitchen table. If they don't help out with the van, the kids are punished publicly.
Last night, Molly chose not to do her chores, and if our kids don't do their chores, they have consequences.
fuck?
which the parents still defended
They have
even after heavy
consequences.
criticism.
Yes, our kids have
Motherfucker, you should be in Woodstock. What the fuck with that hair?
consequences. Yes, if they don't do the chores, they're gonna have to pay. And to the trolls, keep on talking.
Wait, do you not realize how fucked up that sounds?
Shit.
They have to pay.
I'm gonna keep on posting. See you guys on your For You page.
But wait, it still gets worse. Everything we've shown so far is in this bus here.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's not a van.
They also have a van to
yeah, there we go. All right,
Go on
there we go. I was
holidays.
where that fucking van was.
which has even less space than
Well,
the
yeah,
bus.
of
Come
course.
take a peek inside and see what we've done.
The van doesn't have a bed for everyone, meaning one of the kids sleeps on this leather chair. Maybe there'd be a bit more space if they didn't own 4 massive dogs, which are shoved in a tiny cage below the bed, yet they still have more space than the toilet. It's covered by nothing but a thin fabric sheet and sits right in the middle of where everybody lives. They call the vehicle
Yeah.
their vancation home, meaning when the kids
Van.
get tired of
I want to stay home. What the fuck?
living in the first van, they're blessed with a trip in an even smaller one.
Or that. I want to be in the bus.
Family of Nomads doesn't have
What
this
vacation home? Doesn't make any fucking sense. But they both can drive anyway. So what's the fucking whatever.
problem. In fact, they first went viral for
Oh,
how
this looks spacious.
much space they had,
Oh, yeah.
leading to comments such as, "I don't understand why y'all don't just buy an apartment. It's way
How do you even drive this motherfucker? What?
than this." People came to their defense stating, "There is literally no reason to be mad at this, except for maybe how their kids were living." They'd
the
show their
fuck?
room in this TikTok, with the most notable part being that their eldest Addison was a 15-year-old teenager. You should ask your
Yeah, that'd be weird if they were a 15-year-old not teenager.
daughter how she feels that she has no
She's a 15-year-old not teenager.
privacy.
Like what? But
At an age like hers, I'm
is it
sure
redundant to say a 15-year-old teenager? I don't know.
she
it
wants her
is.
privacy.
Wait,
Addison
hold on. Go back.
hates
Sorry.
you.
Fuck you, volume. Eat my ass.
Just no privacy.
Should ask you.
At an age like hers, I'm sure she wants her privacy.
Of course.
Addison hates you. Just because this RV is nice and
Dude, that came out. What the fuck?
there's room for their clothes, it's no way to live.
Damn. Oh, that came out. Acid hates you.
I'm sure the teenager
She does.
would love to have privacy. Get her a curtain or something. Well, the family
I mean,
did
she
exactly
probably does,
this.
We did install these curtains over each of their bunks so they have a little bit of privacy.
But it was still
little
just
bit.
one of many other problems. The kids were in a homeschool program, yet it seemed most of their education was just walking through national parks where the parents thought they'd learn about life.
Our lives are one gigantic field trip, and so a lot of what the kids do is by learning from experience. So, for example, today we went to a national park and they completed the Junior Ranger program, and it's incredibly educational. They're learning history from visiting
Mommy, I don't know how to write.
different places around
I don't know. I don't know how words are constructed.
and days that we are not going out exploring.
Mommy, I don't know any math.
We do a traditional homeschool curriculum, and then the days that we're exploring, we still count those as school as well.
Mommy, I don't understand anything about my body.
Oh, they just learn US history? Lol, when they go to college, they'll be in for a shock.
Yeah.
Oof, that's
What? Where's the ranger course?
scary. There's a reason schools aren't one
They ain't going to college. The fuck?
giant field trip, and this is a very good point.
These type of parents will just keep their kids forever in the fucking van. Van down by the river.
Schools are for more than simply learning subjects. They help build social circles and prepare kids for a disciplined way of life, both of which are neglected when strolling around
Look,
the
but look, they're social. Look at all these people that they're not talking to.
country. But the kids did have other challenges, like cleaning out the rat cage that stunk out the van.
Why the fuck do you have rats?
We live in a camper and our 3 kids have 3 pet rats, and I would be absolutely lying to you if I said that it does not smell bad. Usually it's the kids' job to
I like how she was like going, oh, gross. I'm like, what? You weren't smelling that before until you scooped it out?
clean the rat cage, but about once every month or two, my husband and I will clean it, and it just gets really gross.
As well as collecting firewood,
rat shit
as
is
seen in
gross.
Addison's day in the life. Yet people were still convinced she's gonna run away at 16. Yet the mother went on to state, I honestly
I
don't
will find her.
know a single unhappy RV kid.
Of course you don't. Their parents probably make them not even look unhappy.
She'd even post the following TikTok to try and convince the audience.
A lot of people ask us if the kids actually enjoy traveling full time and living in the camper.
They love it.
I will have to say that while
that's why I'm not letting them tell everyone. They love it.
At the RV show in Tampa this week, Grace and Addison both went around and looked at campers because their plan is when they move out, they want to live in a camper together and travel the country.
Until another video told a different story.
Addison has struggled with their mental health for many years. Addison is currently back in treatment and won't be in her content during this time. To protect Addison during this time, we would like
they kept you away from her? Yeah,
to ask for privacy on this matter.
Perhaps the daughter was unhappy for a totally different reason, yet there was still more evidence.
Maybe she was happy. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume she wasn't happy. I mean, happy with the RV situation.
She despised the van.
For Addison's 15th birthday, the only thing they wanted was to go to a hotel.
The video has since been deleted.
You just wanted to go to somewhere that feels like an actual home.
Although after arriving at their hotel, twice Addison mentions liking doors in the video, a hint at them having less privacy in the camper. With conflicting messages about Addison's happiness, people commented, "I can't wait for this gen of van kids to grow up and share their thoughts with the world."
Yeah,
although this had happened much sooner than expected. On the r/offmychest subreddit, an anonymous account made the following post. "I'm a teen in a full-time RV living vlogging family, and I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate being homeschooled. I hate not being able to maintain a social life. I hate having so little privacy. I hate having to pretend to be happy with this. We travel full-time. I know, it sounds like a dream. I thought so too, but it's an effing nightmare. I just want a private, normal life,
like
but no, they had to ruin it with their crunchy way of parenting. It's all fake, by the way. Not what I meant when I said I wanted to take up acting. I'm frustrated all the time. I'm tired all the time. I'm bored all the time. Please stop supporting these channels. Stop buying into it. It's ruined my life and I can't say anything about it." In comments, the poster clarified, "I'm between 15 and 17 years old, and they were the oldest of 3 siblings," hinting it was Addison from Family of Nomads. Exactly who the poster was has never been confirmed, yet only
that's probably true.
A couple of months later, the family announced they were instead buying a house. Family of Nomads recently quit van life. Their kids seemed the happiest they'd ever been, while the parents were in tears as the RV was stored away. The eldest daughter has since vanished from the videos, with an unrelated comment summarizing what van life's like for kids. RV kid here. Let me tell you, RV is hell for children. I've been living in a camper with my 3 brothers and parents, and these past 2 years have been an absolute detriment to my mental health. Yes, it's an amazing opportunity I've been given to have seen all the places that I have, but I cannot recall a single positive experience anywhere I've been. I receive little to no education, and I'm scared I won't be able to pass my GED. I'll probably be repeating high school once I turn 18. The Happy Caravan, however, clearly ignored this warning.
Oh, good. Wow, you know, this is going to be a good fucking family because it's only 3 minutes of the video.
Documenting their life as a family of 12.
We're going to get right to the nitty-gritty real quick.
Mostly liked
coolest mom ever! She's on a skateboard, look!
The audience.
Dude, I say this all the time, we're gonna be the stupidest fucking generation of fucking parents. Like, especially Gen Alpha, or what the fuck it's called. Dude, we'll be the stupidest people. Imagine having grown people with their kids quoting, like, skibbity toilet shit. I don't know, like... They'll miss the days of everybody being grumpy and old. And not understanding how anything works.
Till revealing they lived in a tiny apartment. Is that legal? Having so many in a 2-bedroom? Why would you make the choice to have a family of 12, but not be able to provide them sufficient room/space?
It's a great fucking question.
Setup was somehow even worse.
12 people. 10 kids. 2 fucking morons.
That fit the entire family into one single Airstream, gaining 12 million views by showing how they slept. The 3 daughters were on a table converted to a bed, while another 2 slept below their brother, who was sleeping in a bunk. A different brother slept on the couch, the baby in its cot, and of course the 2 parents had their own massive bed.
Okay. Of course they did.
So what about...
Of course they did. Of course.
The last 2 kids?
we stored them into, I don't know, the toilet.
Well, they got to sleep directly on the hardwood.
Look, they're so happy about it.
Described as not perfect, but more comfy than a tent. You have 2 kids.
How about, is it more comfy than a bed in a fucking house? How about this? Close your fucking legs next time. God damn.
On the floor, just for vacation, and we mix it up. In our YouTube video, Dad is on the floor, which by doing some digging was seemingly true. Hilariously, after being criticized, the parents magically found Enoch a blow-up mat in the closet, but for the most part, the
The fuck, bro?
Family
You never thought of giving him something comfortable to lay on?
isn't
Fuck
all
you.
that bad, especially compared to Wild
Oh,
Family
wow, we just went by that one quick. Okay,
Life.
we got another
They've
one.
been called the most hated van life family on TikTok, mainly for their
Damn.
bizarre family dynamic. The page is run by mother Nadine, who lives in a van with her 3 kids, along with both her ex-husband and her new boyfriend.
He looks like a Slender Man character. What the fuck? I
who
think
she
there's a blur on his face.
refers to as a homeless
weird.
junkie she met on the streets. According to her TikToks, they're not polygamous but live together in harmony, being able to
I'm sorry?
do so because they have the biggest front yard. The criticism, however, always extends to the kids. They call their education program homeschooling, world schooling, travel schooling, adding they help whenever necessary, but they don't follow any official program.
Technically, I don't follow any curriculum, but we have this app. My
I'm
kids
surprised you even say curriculum.
learn with their
I could barely say it.
their times each day. They do that by themselves. There's nothing I have to do.
Help them if needed explains everything, doomed to fail. They'd respond to the hate with the world's most hippie message.
The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion.
Adding their kids are extremely satisfied with the life that they're living.
People think, oh, poor children, poor children. But trust me, my children, they wake up with a smile in their face. They go to bed with a smile in their face.
Yet it's perfect to finish with this comment here. When I was a
Charles'
child, I would have
accent.
been very happy to eat nothing but candy and potato chips all day. But my mother did not let me because
Right.
she knew better. It's a parent's job to do what's best for
Yeah.
their children, not just
Like
what
fucking
makes
exactly.
them happy.
Oh my god. I'm not a fan of that person. I'm not a fan of any of these people. Fuck off. Oh, was it... Did I just see something there? Alright. I'm not even going to address it. Don't look. Just move on. Alright. Anyway, so there got the worst van life families on TikTok. Yeah. They all suck. So, there you go. If you live in a van with your kids, I would suggest either a house, apartment, or well, I don't know. Especially if you can. Most of these people can, I assume. Especially if they're popular on fucking TikTok. Anyway, so that's it. Bye. Fuck off.